Hi everybody, Stephen Aitchison here with 30 Days to Change. This is day 2. Now this Facebook Live thing is not kind of working at the moment. It's going a bit skew whip, so we'll see if we get staying on and we'll see if anybody turns up. I know there's a lot of people going to turn up, so we'll just see what happens just now. So as I said, this is 30 Days to Change and this is day 2 of 30 Days to Change, and the topic of today's conversation is how do you find your purpose in life? And that's what I want to speak about today. How do you find what you actually want to do in life, what you need to do in life? So I'll just say hi to a few people first coming on and then we'll get started. Fazli, how are we doing? William, Johnny, good. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sumaya, hi there. It's me, thanks for coming on. Apple Gully, Hazri, Savitha, Crystal Boyce, hi from Trinidad, love what you do, thanks very much, Crystal. And Robin Matisse, hi, how you doing? Lynn Duncan, how we doing, Lynn? Laurie Burgoyne. So there's a lot of people coming on just now, so we've got 2,500 viewers on at the moment, and we've been on a minute, so we'll just say a few shout outs and then I will get started. Just doing this just now. Dora, how are you doing, Dora from Roswell? Shauna, good morning. Nafisa, hi, Steve, Simple Doyo, thanks very much, Nafisa. And Rebecca, good morning to you, Rebecca. Hello from Hong Kong, Josephine, how are you doing? Bess Brunton, hey, from Texas. Roselle, how are you doing? Okay, so we'll get started. The topic of today is how do you find your purpose in life? Which can be a really difficult question. And what I've found with a lot of people when I've been doing coaching, particularly business coaching, I don't do life coaching anymore, but when I was doing life coaching, a lot of people are really unhappy with their life. And when I say unhappy, they're unhappy about where they're going in life because they've just kind of drifted into a job, and the job has offered them some semblance of security financially, and obviously if you've got a family it can be really hard to get out of a job because the money's there and you have to support your family and you have to support you've got a home to pay for and things like that as well, so it can be really difficult to find your purpose in life. But what I would suggest is finding something that you're curious about in life. So if you're really interested in something, if you're really interested in writing, if you're really interested in business, if you're really interested in even hobbies or crafts, and you think it might turn into a business somehow, then you could follow that up part-time whilst you're still in a full-time job. And this is not just about business, it could be your calling in life is to change jobs to a different career. So if you might be in a corporate job just now, you might want to change to a different type of job. Say for example, you want to serve people more, you want to become a doctor, you want to become a nurse, and you want to do something like that because you feel that is your calling, then you can certainly do these things kind of on a part-time basis almost. And I'm not talking about doing it another 20 hours a week or something. I'm talking about doing it maybe 5 hours a week if you want to test something. But the way to find your purpose in life is to ask yourself, what do I really want to do with my life? What am I passionate about? What do I care about in life? And once you answer that question to yourself, then it becomes a little bit easier to find what your purpose is in life. Another thing as well, some people think that you've only got one purpose in life. You might have multiple purposes in life. You might have multiple passions in life that you follow and you can follow them all. I've got multiple passions. I love doing what I do online. I love making and producing personal development products. I love making and producing business products to help business owners at yourdigitalformula.com. I love doing all that stuff. I love the guidedmind.com, guided visualizations that I do. I love the positive affirmations, the positivelifeaffirmations.net. I love doing all that, but that's kind of multiple kind of passion. I love helping businesses and I love helping people on a personal level as well. And that is my calling. That is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I wake up literally every single morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't jump out of bed, maybe because I've got a sore back now in the morning, but I kind of get out of bed and I'm really always really excited for the day ahead because I never know who I'm going to speak to, whether it be email or on Facebook or on Skype. And I get to make all these products that change people's lives. And that's my calling, that's my passion. And it happens to be how I get paid as well, which makes it all the more sweet, and it's amazing. But how do you find something that you want to do? You've really got to ask yourself what you're passionate about, what makes you driven, what makes you feel motivated, what gives you that energy in the morning, what excites you in the morning when you get up. Because for most people it's not the corporate jobs, it's not the work that they do or the work that they've fallen into. And that can be a bit of a trap because you're thinking about, okay, I've got another 10 years and then I've got a good pension and then I've got this coming to me, I've got this coming to me. But that's kind of all in the future. And a lot of people living their lives in the future are waiting for the future to catch up with them before they actually start living. And it's sad to me because I was in that situation as well. Because I've been doing this online stuff for 9 years, but it's only literally been in the last couple of years that this has really taken off for me. It's only been in the last couple of years I've been able to make any money from doing what I'm doing online, because it was a 7-year apprenticeship before I started making a lot of money online. And I fought tooth and nail for seven years, getting up at 4:30 in the morning, working for 3 hours, going to work for 40 hours a week, coming back home at night, and I would kind of work for another couple of hours. So I was working 25 hours part-time on the online business, which wasn't bringing in money, which took a little bit of time away from the family as well. And my wife would say to me, why are you doing this? She said, I know you love what you're doing, but why are you doing it? Why are you putting all these hours into it and all this effort if you're not making money? And I had failure after failure after failure, but I kept on going because I was determined. I knew what I wanted to do in life. I wanted to help people in some way. I just had to find out the sweet spot and find out how to actually do that and find out what products people wanted that would help them, that would literally change their life. And I'm in a privileged position now to be able to do that. And it'd be fantastic for you to be able to do that as well. But you've got to ask yourself the question, what am I passionate about? What do I want to do in life? Is this it? A lot of people saying, is this it? They're working all day, every day. They're coming home, turning on the TV, chilling out, to go to bed, hardly any energy, and they're getting up in the morning to do all the same again. And it can be soul destroying. And as I said, I've been there before as well. I've worked in the corporate world. And in the latter years, I only gave up work in September 2013 to do this full-time online, to do my business online full-time. But I worked in the addictions field where I help people with drug and alcohol issues. So I was learning a lot of my craft then about how to help people, and I kind of transferred all that knowledge online as well. So I was in a really good position. I enjoyed my time there. But when I was in the corporate world, in a telecommunications company, yeah, it was okay. It was good money. It was a brilliant pay. It was going to be a brilliant pension. But if I stayed there, oh, my soul would have been destroyed. It would it'd have been a nightmare if I stayed there, just because it had good money. And I knew there was something inside me that said, there's something more you should be doing right now. And I'd love for you to get to that stage, even to answer the question, what should you be doing with your life? And I'm not knocking the corporate world. I'm not knocking people who enjoy their jobs. That's a totally different situation. But if you're in a situation just now whereby you're thinking, I know I should be doing something more, I know there's something bigger that I should be doing, then you've got to follow that up. It's your kind of heart kind of speaking to you, but your head is your logical brain is saying, no, you've got to get the money, you've got to get that good pension, you've got to kind of do that for your family. But I'm not saying you have to give up your job and go for your passion. Just do it part-time until you really find out if you can make a go of it or not, if you want to change careers, or you want to start your own business, or write that book that you've always yearned to write. So I'm just going to look at a couple of the comments just now. Great words from Glotej, thank you for that, Glo. Hi from Dominican Republic. Be blessed, thank you. You're so right, Stephen writes Noah Hames, or Hames. And Sue Hall writes, love your insight. Hope you're in good health and high spirits. Barbara McKinson, no, I'm not a doctor. No. Listen to your heart. And that's what it is about, Krista. It's about kind of listening to your heart and not drowning your heart out because you've got so many other commitments. And I know we've all got commitments. We've all been in that situation. But if you've got something inside of you that you want to release, that you want to follow, then this is a time to do it. Because if you leave it, it's just going to be too late, and then you're going to regret it later on in life. So this is all about how to find your kind of true purpose in life. And as I said, there might be more than one true purpose. You might have more than one passion that you want to follow, and that's fine as well. And that's actually a good thing. It's healthy to do that, so you can follow your multiple passions at the same time, or kind of work on them at the same time as well. So if that's you, have you asked yourself the question, what do you want to do? So I'm going to put that out to you just now. What do you want to do? So I'm asking you just now, what do you want to do? And I'll just look at some of the comments coming in. So the question is, have you discovered what you want to do in life just now? Linda, so needed this advice, thank you. Oh, thanks, Linda. Always got something up to either think about or get you thinking. Brilliant. Just don't have the resources for change, and I missed that comment there, I missed who that was from. There's lots of resources for change. Obviously, I don't know your situation, and I'm sorry I missed your name there. It's just because the comments are coming that quick and fast just now. So the question is, what do you want to do? Have you asked yourself that question? What do you really want to do? What's your purpose in life? Okay, so I'm just looking at the comments just now. Oh, thanks for that, Deborah. Debro, sorry. Rochelle Bratt, do you want to travel? So what is stopping you from travelling, Rochelle? Thank you for that, Calvins. Alicia, that's a different matter altogether. If you're not liking people at your work, that's something different altogether. If you enjoy the job and just not liking people, then that's something else you have to kind of look at. So I'm just looking for questions. Have you asked yourself the question, what do I want to do with my life? What's my purpose in life? And to be honest, what usually happens is most people don't even ask themselves that question. And it's not until they get to later on in life thinking, I've wasted 20, 30 years of my best life in the corporate world, or doing a job I didn't like. And then when they're 60 or 70, they think they're too old. And you're never too old. You're not too old at 60, you're not too old at 70, you're not too old at 80 or 90 to discover your true purpose in life. But people have that mindset. And remember, we're living longer now as well. People are living till 100, 110. So you're never too old to find your purpose in life and to go after your passions in life as well. Jilwa, thank you. Great advice, Steve. How many times do you do that? How many times do you do what, Chris? Sorry, I must have missed your first part of your question. I sometimes don't like my job. Joanne, have you asked yourself the question, what could you do instead if you don't like your job? But again, you've said sometimes there, so that gives me an indication that that's not all the time, so there's certain aspects of the job that you do like. Anne Phillips, just started up my own business. I have no money. Times have been hard, but I'm following my head and heart. Again, I missed that. It's all gone too quick just now. And yet that's exactly the right thing to do. Follow your head and heart, but obviously not at the expense of your family or anything. That's why I said at the beginning, if you want to follow a passion, just do it part-time. Do it 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week, whatever you can spare. and this still gives you a work-life balance between your family, your passion, and your work as well. So that's a good way to do it. But never give up on your passions, never give up on your dreams or your goals in life just because you think you've got to pay the mortgage, you've got a house to pay, and you've got a family to feed. Obviously that's extremely important, but it's also important for your well-being to look after yourself and to follow your passions in life. And as I said, don't do it full-time straight away. Don't give up the job and say, right, that's it, I quit, I'm going to do this full-time if you're not making any money. You have to do it a bit at a time. It's one step at a time. And when you do that, that's when you really find out what you really want to do. That's when you find out how passionate you are. That's how you find out what your goals are. So that's a really great way to do it. Shanti, you said you hate the daily grind. Have you asked yourself the question, Shanti, what do I want to do in life? How could I change this daily grind from getting to a state of hating the daily grind to loving the daily grind? Because when I think of the words the daily grind, that just I can feel myself kind of sinking down. It's all grinding me down. So I know exactly what you mean when you say that. Been in that situation before, and it can be tough. It can be really tough, and it can be soul destroying sometimes as well. But if you follow up with what you think your purpose is in life, and start following your passions, your desires, and try and reach for your goals. And when I say reach for your goals, I mean work towards your goals. You've got to take action. It's no good just thinking about, oh, I'd love to do that. You've got to take action on what you do. You can't sit in your arse all day and expect things to come to you. You've got to take action, get up, and actually move towards your goals as well. Yeva, that's very good. Thanks for that, Yeva. Elisa, I'm not doing my studies. My best of them is not stupid, but I always think focus. Oh, the comments are going too quick again. Believe you must always believe in yourself. You do have to believe in yourself, Deborah, and if you do, then so much the better. A lot of people don't believe in themselves, and that's why they stay in the position they're in just now, which is heartbreaking to see, because I know the potential that every single one of you have. And you have, every single person that's kind of watching this just now, kind of reading the comments or watching this later on, you have got all the potential in the world to do anything you want. The trouble is the belief, and we spoke about this yesterday. How do you change your beliefs? So I'm not going to go into that again if you watched yesterday's video, but obviously you can look at the product as well, positivelifeaffirmations.net, and that kind of speeds up the whole process. But there's other ways to do it as well. So this is going to be a quick one for you. So if you've got any questions just now about how do you find your purpose, how do you find your passion in life, how do you follow your passion, just ask them just now before I go off. Because I'm just about to go on a coaching call, because I'm doing some business coaching for a lot of people. So I'm just about to go on a coaching call, so I want to squeeze this one in so I can do one of these Facebook Lives every day. Kristen Cook, my passion won't support me. Obviously, I don't know what your passion is. You need to kind of tell me what your passion is before I kind of give any advice on that. And obviously, I'm not a doctor or anything, so I can't give you personal health advice. So don't kind of ask questions like that if you're going to ask. Rashida, hi, how you doing? I always share your post. Thanks for that, Rowan. Dream and work hard to achieve what you want. Case, it is hard to achieve, but it's achievable. And it tells you how much you want your goal. If you decide, okay, that's going to be too hard to achieve, it means you don't want your goal. That's basically what it means. You don't want it bad enough that you're willing to work for it. And as I said, I've been doing this for 9 years or 10 years online, and I wanted it so bad that I was willing to work for 7 years doing this 25 hours a week or more without hardly getting any money for it, for any financial gain out of it at all. That's how bad I wanted it. That's how I knew I was destined to do this. I knew I was meant to be doing teaching online and making personal development products, writing online, writing books, etc. Just being in that whole space, I was determined to get there. So if you've got a goal and you say to yourself, oh, that's going to be too hard to do, and you give up, it means you don't want the goal. It just means you don't want it bad enough. That's basically what you're telling yourself there. Rita, hi, you're great, positive today, thank you very much. Okay, coaching, Lauren, is that when you're saying coaching, are you asking me if I do coaching? because you've got a question mark there. Kelly Thorman, out of all the hints, how do I choose? You pick one. If you've got kind of lots of things that you think you're passionate about, if you've got lots of things you think that could be my calling, you just choose one and do it. So if your calling is, say for example, if your calling is to help the homeless people, then you work 5 hours with the homeless people. And then you decide, okay, I might want to do this full time, or I might want to make this my true purpose in life. And then if that doesn't work out, you find out something else and you just go for it. 5 hours a week, 1 a month, and you start to find your true calling. That's how you find your calling in life. That's how you find your purpose. That's how you find out what you're really here to do. You're a superb life coach. Anita, thanks for that, Anita. Really appreciate that. Mary Sardona. Hello, Stephen. Good morning. Mary, you were on yesterday as well. Good morning to you. Lorraine Carroll, well said. Thank you. Good evening, Sophia. Barbara Mackinson, badly. I try to be better than I am as a person professionally, and I'm smart enough to do what I need to do. Right, I didn't catch all of that because it's gone so quick just now. My passion is my family, and that's brilliant, Gemma. Gemma just put, just written in, my passion is my family, and that is a fantastic passion to have. That's an amazing passion to have. So I'm not saying you have to do something outside the family, but if it's your passion, then follow it. And obviously your passion, Gemma, is your family, which is an amazing thing to do as well. To bring up your children, to be with your kind of husband, your spouse or whatever, and just to make the best life possible. That's a fantastic passion as well to have. I believe in it still myself because my husband is, who is, right, sorry I didn't catch that either. So there's going to be a lot of questions that I'm not going to catch that I might be able to catch after once I go on Facebook. Can't hear your voice. You might have to swipe down. If you swipe down or click on my image, you'll be able to hear my voice that way. How do you find love? That's too difficult to answer on this live feed. And music goes to break up a huge slab of concrete to give up to the higher shop for pneumatic drill. Right, didn't get that either. It sounded a bit... Right, all the comments are coming quick and fast, so I'm clearly not going to be able to answer a lot of questions here. So I'm going to say, I've finally summoned up the courage to put myself first. Debbie is saying this, Debbie Meek. Scared to make the major changes necessary to do so, but also very exciting. Brilliant for you, Debbie. See, I love that attitude. 63 years old, and she's finally found the courage to do what she wants in life. Now, that is a brilliant attitude to have. That's an amazing attitude. And some people never get to that stage. So that I just love to hear stories like that. Thank you for your videos, Amanda Campbell. Thank you for watching, Amanda. I really appreciate it. It's good to remember what we hate in our jobs is someone else's dream. Exactly, Rochelle. You can think about it that way. If you want to think about it that way, okay, something you hate in your job, somebody else would love to be in your position. But if it's still not your passion, then why ask yourself that question? Why answer that question if you don't need to? You want to find out what's the best for you. And if you find out what's the best for you, then it means you can help more people in the world. So it's not just about you, but you have to kind of look after yourself first before you can look after other people. So this is what it's all about. It's about your well-being first, and then you start looking after other people. And if your well-being is obviously if your passion is to look after the family, obviously you're doing that in the first place. But you have to look after yourself as well at the same time. Really, really inspiring. Thanks for that. Love your awesome advice. Benita, thank you very much. Okay, what I'm going to do just now, as I said, this was a short one because I've got a coaching call just now, but I just want to get you to think about, ask yourself the question, what's my purpose in life? What am I passionate about in life? And how could I get to where I want to go? So ask yourself forward-thinking questions. So if you ask forward-thinking questions, your brain automatically